Hi there, welcome back to the series on creating a Laravel Voyager financial website. I'm Gority Golden, and in the last video we managed to create a migration file for our hero sections, and additionally we also created a model for the hero sections, and we successfully migrated the hero sections table to the database, as you can see this here. And we also added bread functionalities for the hero section. So we had the ability of creating, editing, and deleting, and we also added pagination to the hero sections entity. So in this video, we are going to focus on creating a migration file for the Why Save With Us entity, and we shall therefore also go ahead and create a model for this entity and also migrate everything together. So with that said, we can now go ahead and open up a new terminal, and I'll work with the PHP artisan make model. So the model name in this one is going to be Why Save With Us, and we shall also pass in a -m flag for the migration file. Then you go ahead and click on enter. So once that has been successful, we shall have our migration file created. And in the migration file, we always ensure that we customize it according to the attributes that we defined in the entity. So when you check out the entity for Why Save With Us, we have the title, the description, and then the icon. So I'll make use of our recent migration file for the hero sections, such that we copy and paste this content to the other side and paste it here. So we have a title and we also have a description. So we have a title and we also have a description. The title is not null, then the description is also required, but the description is of type text. Then we do have an icon. So I'm just going to go ahead and make use of this by copying it and pasting it here. So for the attribute of the icon, this is going to be a text, and the column name is going to be icon, and then the icon is not null, so by default they're all required in terms of the schema definition. And since this model is complete, we can turn it to green, and having added that, we can also ensure that we create the model automatically. So let me first of all close up this migration file so that we make reference of our hero section model. So I will ensure that all the properties for the Why Save With Us are also added. Remember, we have our model already created there. When you check out this, you can see that we have the Why Save With Us, so I'll just add it here. And in the Why Save With Us, we have the title, the description, and the icon. Then these other fields are not required. So once that is done, we can now go ahead and migrate our table for Why Save With Us. So I'll clear this up and then run a PHP artisan migrate. So when I refresh, you can see that I'm having the Why Save With Us table, and apparently doesn't have any data. Then in terms of the structure, you can see that we have the ID, the title, which is also going to be unique, the description, the icon, and then the timestamps. So therefore, we can now go ahead and add bread functionalities for the Why Save With Us entity or model. So under the tools, you access bread, and you can see that the Why Save With Us table has been added. So we just click on add bread to this table. Then regarding the table name, this is okay. Then in terms of the singular, this should be Why Save With Us. Then the plural format will be kept in place. Then in terms of the model, we need to work with the namespace pointing to models, then slash the model name, which is Why Save With Us. So you must update that. Then in terms of the font classes for the Why Save With Us, we can work with a simple icon that is relating to money. So let's just check this out. Maybe dollars, maybe Voyager dollar. So we can have this scoped out and we can paste it here. Then of course after the models we must add a backslash. Then we do not need the controller for now because Voyager is going to handle all that logic. Then we can leave the other sections like that. Then the ID, the input type for the ID must be a number. Then the title is going to be of type text. Then same applies to the description. But sometimes regarding the description, we can always, for example, work with the rich text box. But that of course depends on what exactly you want to achieve. So you can always check out a number of these. But for now we can work with the text area. Then the icon we are going to work with this as text. Or we can also have values for different icons for font awesome, such that we shall always just select. So for now we can keep this there. And then the description, the icon, so we can submit. So having added the bread for the Why Save With Us, you have buttons for browse, edit, and delete. So in terms of browsing, we can have the data that we can have a look at the table design, and we can have the ability to add. So for example, if we just add some testing data, so you can see that the field is of type text. Then the description is of type text area. This is a text area field. Then the icon is also of type text, but with time we shall have the icons updated as a drop down. So I'm just going to add that for purposes of testing, and you can see that the data has been added. And in case I try to add any other, maybe testing 2, we shall have the data added while working with the front end. So for now, if the logic is working perfectly fine, no wahala on that. So that is it. Then we can also delete. So you see that the Voyager admin interface automatically handles all that for us. So if I also try to update, for example, description updated, you can see that the description is also updated for us. Then most of the times you can also search. Then in case we had a number of records, you can always filter based on the entries that you want to see. So currently you can see that the Why Save With Us is also added on our menu item. So for purposes of organization in terms of our menu, in terms of our sidebar, I'll always ensure that we update the menu builder. So the Why Save With Us is going to be embedded on the home page. So I'll therefore go ahead and create a new menu item and call it the home page. And it's going to be a static URL so that it's a drop down. Then in terms of the Voyager classes, we can work with Voyager home. Then these others can be left in place. Then you click OK. So once it is added, to be added at the top, then I can drag and drop it automatically there. And once we have this, it's going to act as a drop down for the home section features. So within the home page, we shall have the Why Save With Us. So I can drag it here. So you see that it is now under. When you leave a space, that means that this menu item is now going to be under the home page. So if I try to refresh, you can now see that the home page menu item is a drop down and it has the Why Save With Us under it. And when we click on the Why Save With Us, automatically we are redirected to the feature that is used to manage the Y save with us content. So that is pretty much it in terms of the Y save with us bread and the migration files, and same applies to the model. So I'm now going to go ahead and push this task to GitHub. So when I run a git status, you can see that we have made modifications on these in a way that these two files have been added. So I'll type a git add so that these files are also tracked. Then I'll go ahead and commit. So git commit -m. Then my message will be in line with this task. Worked on migrations and worked on the migration and model file for the Y save with us. Entity